That's what visuals do, right? We're creating a map and helping people navigate through complexity. What I always say is, normally in strategy and business models and whatever innovation field you are, wicked problems where we have a lot of chaos and complexity. When we try to get a grip on this with, for example, business model canvas and other tools, we still sometimes struggle to get the whole overview of it because we tend to work in depth, but we try to forget that there's even more to solve here, right? So we have the business model canvas, we test it, and we have the value proposition canvas, we test it. But what's sometimes missing is a big picture. And the big picture is what I can help with. In terms of, sometimes I help people zooming in into the last details of like, your customer segment is this and that. Does it look like this, or is it someone else? And then zooming out again, let's just recap if what we do at the moment is still on track with what we want to solve. And therefore somehow like creating a process that is leading then to a solution, and at any point helping them to kind of navigate through it. That's what visuals do, right? We're creating a map and helping people navigate through complexity. I always say, when you can't find a visual for something, most likely you did not understand it right at the moment, right? If you understand something, you most likely can find a picture for it because you can explain it better. If you can't explain it, you're not yet there. You've not found the solution yet, right? And another thing is, when you mention it, like where I think visual thinking and drawing is really helping people is about focus, right? Because normally when we have a conversation, we're jumping back and forth sometimes, and we're taking one thing and bringing it to the other direction and then coming from there to something else. But when we're working in business, normally we want to solve a problem. So we need to focus. And what visual thinking and visuals do is they give you a focus point. So if you have this square in the middle as a picture, let's say this is kind of representing what we're talking about. So while I'm talking about this, and while you're talking about this, we always have a focus point that we can relate to. So what's happening is, when we are thinking in the back, right? Everybody is thinking something while we're talking. Our brain is quite fast. We still have the focus point of our conversation, which is our square. And that helps to focus on what we want to solve. One thing is, and that's one of the most important tips, is just start sketching something. Because what's happening is, you put something on the paper. Actually, when you analyze what I do, there is no complex thing in it. I just build on a few shapes. So that's the first one. And the second one is, don't overcomplicate it, right? Do what you can. A lot of people struggle with drawing people like they have hands or something, so when I would have more time, I could like add here some hands. That's already sophisticated. Why not saying, if we have a lot of people, let's say they're thinking about this problem, you just use very simple shapes like these two guys. If you add a speech bubble to it, it's more likely a human figure, right? So always think about, how could I do this, even if I can't draw? How can I add some strokes on the paper that help me? So we need to come to that point to see, it's not important that we can draw. It's important that we put some strokes on the paper to create a focus point and perhaps to explore some ideas. Exactly.
It's really fun. So thank you very much. That's amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.